Hello, it's Miss LaRose. In this video, we are going to be using Play-Doh to make a cupcake sculpture. For the cupcake base, I started with two colors and mixed them together. This is going to be the biggest part of the cupcake, so it needs the most Play-Doh to make it. You don't have to swirl two colors together, I just like the look of the pink and purple swirled together. This piece with the colors mixed together is going to be the base of the cupcake where the wrapper is. So we need to first work those colors together and then make a big sphere shape, which we're then going to pinch into a cylinder and flatten the top and bottom of so that it looks like a cupcake wrapper. So I'm tapping it on the table to make it flat. Flip it and tap it again. Now it's flat on the top and bottom. I just want to give it that nice short cylinder shape. Next, I'm going to create the lines in the side of the cupcake base so it looks like the crinkles on the cupcake wrapper. Now I'm using a needle tool for this, which is a professional clay tool, but if you don't have a professional clay tool like me, you could use the end of a toothpick or a paper clip or a butter knife to make these same kind of indents so it looks like your cupcake wrapper has little crinkles in it. The next thing I'm going to do is poke a hole in the middle of my cupcake, so there's going to be a secret compartment inside this Play-Doh sculpture. So I poked a hole in, and now I'm going to do a pinch pot method, which is where you pinch with one finger inside and your thumb on the outside, and as you turn it and keep pinching it, it's going to make that hole wider. And I could fit something small inside there, just a little secret something. So there's my finished wrapper. I want to add a few more crinkles. However many you want is up to you. I wanted more. You decide how many you want. Next, we're going to work the color that you pick for your frosting. I picked blue. I'm going to roll that blue into a long coil and use that to make a spiraling pile of frosting. Now, in order to make the coil, you're going to want to work the Play-Doh in your hands so it's nice and warm, and then press it on the table and roll it back and forth with just a little bit of pressure at a time until it's a nice long skinny piece of clay that looks kind of like the length of a pencil. Now I'm going to fit my frosting on top by wrapping it around and stacking it on top of itself so that it creates a spiral of frosting. And I'm leaving a little indent where that hole is at the top for our last step, which is to add a cherry. On the inside of my frosting, I'm squishing the Play-Doh together so that it'll want to stick to itself and that the spiral will stay together without coming apart. So I'm just blending the inside of that together with my fingers. I'm careful not to squish it too much, otherwise it's going to lose the spiral frosting shape. So there I have my cherry next. I'm going to roll a red cherry. If you want to use a different color, you can. After I roll it into a little ball, I want to make sure it's nice and cherry shaped, so I put a little dent at the top. That dent is caused by taking the pit out of the cherry so that you don't have to worry about the hard seed in the middle, and it makes it look more like a real cherry if you put that dent in the top. Next, you just fit that cherry over the hole in the top of the frosting and stack everything together so it looks like frosting with a cherry on top of a cupcake. This is going to take quite a while to dry out because it's very thick, but once it's dry, it will be finished.